Hey everybody, welcome to Live Coding with Jesse. I'm Jesse, and today I'm going to try to fix the problem that we encountered yesterday. And there were a few reasons why that was happening. And so I'm going to share with you a couple of the reasons, and then we're going to try to fix it. If you didn't see yesterday's video, here's a quick recap of what we tried to do. We started up a MySQL database on Google's Cloud platform, and we took our WordPress MySQL database that we've been using for this project, and we made a copy, and then we sent that copy over to the new database that we're running on Google's Cloud platform. So the database is there, the tables are there, we verified that, but we couldn't connect. We were attempting to host WordPress with Now from Zeit, and we couldn't get it to connect to the database. And that's kind of where we left off yesterday. So I thought a lot about it. I couldn't, even though I stopped working, I did not stop thinking about that problem, which I don't know if that happens to you all, but that frequently happens to me. Like, if there's a problem I didn't solve, I just keep thinking about it all the time. I think maybe it'd be better if I just worked until I fixed it and then I could be at peace. But in this case, I think I've found the solution, but I haven't had time to test it yet. The solution is, from what I understand, in addition to a few other adjustments, we're going to make a proxy, because we authorize some IP addresses, some networks. Unfortunately, when you host a site with Now, you don't have an IP address. It changes too often, so they don't even give you the IP address of your instance of whatever you're running with Now. So in cases where you can't give them an IP address, Google's Cloud SQL offers the option of running a proxy and accessing it like that. There is also a further complication that Harshit found, and that was the example we were using to run WordPress with Now was assuming that we were using AWS and their security, so we may need to go in and disable some of that stuff too. But first, I definitely want to get this proxy set up. So I haven't done this before. We're going to go through it together. I have the instructions up here somewhere. I'm going to paste in a link to the instructions so you all can check that out with me. And let's see. Hey everybody. See, there's a few of you saying hi. Yeah, let's get started. So as soon as I find those instructions, I'm going to send them all to you, and we're going to get started. So here they are. They're in the chat. Now, if you have trouble clicking on that and it doesn't open, then try copying and pasting it. And let's see. Alright, I'm going to make sure I have this up on one of my other screens, and we can get started with that. My computer, if my fan is running too loud and that's bothering you, let me know. I tried closing down as much as I could, and I can't figure out what is running and causing the fan to run in overdrive like that. Alright, so let's move over to the split screen. There we are. Okay, Harshit is making a pull request right now to fix some of those issues. So I'm going to wait and pull down the latest changes before we do anything on this repo that you see here. And what I'm going to do instead is go through, let's start this timer, and let me pull this over here, and let's go through some of these instructions. Try to get this working. Alright. So we can see here the proxy, what it's going to do for us is it's going to let us access our server, our database here, without whitelisting IP addresses. So that's what we can't whitelist because we don't have, a static IP address or even really a range that we could set. So I guess we could, y'all can read this if you want more info, but the graphics are nice. So this is how it's going to connect. Instead of going directly to Cloud SQL, obviously the proxy lets us go to the proxy and then go to Cloud SQL. So pretty simple concept. At least I think. Let me know if it's not. I have been reading up on this for a while, so if you, I may have a slight advantage at understanding it. Okay. All right. So we've enabled the API. So we did that yesterday. We need these GCP authentication credentials. So I'm just going to open that in another window for right now. Valid database, user account, password. We set that up yesterday. Your instance must have an external IP address, which we have. All right, awesome. So let's try this out. I'm try this out on our. I'm using a Mac right now, so let's get to our command line. Yeah, let me organize this a bit better. All right, so let's go over to our command line, and here, I'll just open up a new window here. All right, so we're going to download this. Great, downloaded so quickly, and then we're going to make it executable. Great. Snaps connections. We need to provide it with this info. So we should have all this info. State of coming from your application. We sent to clouds. We'll find credentials. Authenticate your application. Okay, great. So we're priced. Okay, I'm just scanning over this. I think it's always good practice to read all the instructions before doing it. I don't know. When I'm cooking, it always helps with the recipe if I know what's going to happen ahead of time. So I'm not going to read it all. I'm just going to scan a bit. Alright, this is good. They have a GitHub page just for this that we're using, which is awesome. Alright, so we are just testing this right now, but eventually we would have to go to this step if we end up using this. So let's go. Now I can't find where I left off. Alright, we'll see. How do we want to provide these credentials? Alright. You can create a credential file. Okay. Alright, so we have a few more people joining us. For those of you that are joining, I just want to reiterate, we're going through this process. I've never done this before, so that's why there's a bit of silence on my part from kind of reading over this. I am going to check the chat because it looks like there's a lot in here. Okay, so it does look like Harshit made a pull request there. So when the time comes, we're going to bring his pull request before we attempt to connect everything, the WordPress instance, to this database. Let's see. Okay, I'll go through. If you have asked some questions, I will answer those questions as soon as our Pomodoro timer is up. So we have about 17 minutes left here. At this point, let me paste this in the chat as well, and then that way you can check out the tool that we're using that we just loaded, that I just loaded locally. And I guess for those of you that weren't here earlier, here's the page for the instructions we're following. Okay. So here's some example invocations. So let's check this out. I guess we can try one of these. Alright, so let me try. Let's move over to here just to change this up. So we do need to replace. We need. So I'm trying to figure out where they're expecting this to be run from. let's see. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure. Let me tell you what I'm thinking right now, what I'm not sure about. I may just end up copying some stuff and throwing it in the command line just to see if it works. Because we read up here a little earlier, I guess up here, first it was talking about loading this proxy on your local machine, and then it was saying something about running it in the Google Cloud Platform console, which I mean, that's definitely two different things. So I'm trying to figure out what they want. Let's go. Alright, so we have that Cloud SQL proxy. Alright, good. It's not a directory. Let's see if we can just... I wonder if I can just do run. Run is not a command. What's the equivalent command for this? Actually, maybe I'll just look here. Oh, okay. Of course. Alright, so we definitely need default credentials. Which is what we were trying to do over here. Alright, I just need to figure out what the credentials are. And actually, this will help. Okay, instances. My project US intro. Okay, we have this info. I'm just gonna grab it from here. Instances. Oops. Okay. And I wonder if this is going to be the database name. Let's see if this is what they want. Alright, I'm not sure if they want like the main name for the Google Cloud account or the database username. We'll find out. Alright, so let's try this out now. What's WordPress command not found? Alright, so obviously that was not what they needed. So let's try it again. Shoot, it's treating it like two different commands. see. All right. I'm checking back in the chat to see if see if I've lost all of you, since I'm a bit lost myself. All right. So, I mean, at this point, I'm just going to try a few more variations on this command and see if I can get something different to come up. Even if it's a different error message, that's going to be progress. If it doesn't work after a few more tries, then I'll just go back to the documentation, make sure I didn't miss a step. All right. You know what? Let me double check this. I think there was something. Yeah, maybe since we're doing this locally right now, let's see, go to use an NPM. Alright, so anyway, this is what I was looking for, to enable the API. I just want to double check that we have enabled the proper API. Okay. Alright, now that that's enabled, I'm just going to try to run this again. Alright, nothing. Okay, let's try these instructions for now, just to get something working, and then we can move on. I mean, I think it may at the very least help us to rule out, like, where am I making this mistake at. Okay, if you haven't already installed a G-Cloud command line tool, alright, so there's a G-Cloud command line tool. Awesome. Let's see. Guess we'll download that real quick. Scripts to Cloud SDK. Tools to your path. Welcome to the Cloud SDK. Yay. Yes. Yes. Great. So we just installed this Google Cloud stuff. SDK, run gcloud init. Would you like to log in? Sure. Pick a cloud project to use. Five. Alright, awesome. Okay, looks like we're all set then to continue on with these instructions. And I'm going to minimize these. Looks like we're almost ready for question time. So I'll hear a little beep soon. Okay, we done that. Let's use this quick start. Alright, we've already done this. It's details, connects its instance connection name. We've already done that. So you already have copied the instance connection name. Start the proxy in its own terminal so you can monitor its output. We're going to replace instance connection name. Alright, so let's copy that and replace instance connection name with this. Cannot find credentials. Log in. Thought we already did this. Alright then. Alright, let me run this and then we'll do questions. Hey, great. Wonderful. Alright, so we got down to this step for it to work. Cool. Alright, so that's like not nearly where we need to be at, but it's the first step. So let's take a short break, and I'm going to answer some questions. Jeremy asks, at a high level, what's the value add / purpose for using the proxy? The proxy allows us, let me back up. So normally you would have an IP address whitelist and only incoming connections from those IP addresses would be allowed for that SQL database. But we want to be able to connect to it without having to whitelist an IP address. So that's what the proxy enables us to do, is to still have incoming connections from whatever IP address and have that work. For this particular project, we need that because the place where I would like to host WordPress from, WordPress needs to communicate with this database, that place is going to have variable IP addresses. So that's about as high level as I could make it, I guess. Steven says, so lost, but I totally have a video to refer to if I ever need this. Yeah, for sure. World says, you have to give Google your database passwords. Well, essentially, we've created a database with Google's Cloud SQL service. So Google is running our database. So obviously they have our passwords. Okay, cool. Oh man, I went to grab more coffee and my coffee mug is out of coffee. I mean, like, in the grand scheme of things, that's no big deal, but really, that's kind of like the worst when it happens. Alright, so I don't have any more questions right now, so I think I'm going to go right back into another Pomodoro session. And I think I only want to do one more Pomodoro session. I have a lot of paperwork and to do from my last trip, from my last conference. And somebody's going to help me with that since I never remember how to do it right. And I also have to pick up my son from school, so I have to leave the office early. So anyway, I want to get some stuff done now as quickly as I can. Alright, so we can test our connection by replacing username with your MySQL username. Okay, cool. I always like to edit these. Whoops, I guess I forgot to copy. I always like to edit these in my code editor. Username. Ah, shoot. Let's try this. Let's try it like that, and then I want to put. So I want to just go into that WordPress database. So that's how I'm gonna modify that just a bit. And let's see, where do I need to run this? Here? No, or in another spot. No, I don't know. HT, prompts. All right, let me run it from here. Do I not? I'm thinking. I thought I had this tab open, but I have it open on my laptop right next to me, so obviously this is not going to work for right now. Let me. I need to SSH into somewhere else. That's my SQL. Alright, I'm installing my SQL really quick on my other screen. There we go. Alright, let's see if I have it yet. Oops. Let me open up a new one. No. Why is it not found still? Alright, that's not cool. I just went through the install process for this and now it's not working. Alright, well, let me go back. Service account. Definitely skip this part before. Alright, so we have this proxy running. Maybe there we go. MySQL shell. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what I can do then now. Now that we have this started. Hold up. Alright, let's try. What? Oh, other way. Alright, cool. So it looks like we can use this. Alright, let's try it. Alright, what was the unexpected identifier? Alright, let's try it without this then. Nah, still. Alright, let me check this. Which MySQL? RoboCop said, if everything worked without warning, that would be too good to be true. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I expected that we would have some trouble since I've never attempted anything like this before. I do wish that it was going slightly better, but let's see. Oh, okay. Jeremy Miller is saying P without a pass, without a password. Let's see. Still interesting. I wonder. We could try this one. All right. This is kind of a dead end right now. Need help? Troubleshooting. It's worth a shot here. Alright, I don't think any of those apply. Mad Duchess says, saying I had it on Unix sockets, but it was supposed to be TCP. Yeah, I tried the TCP already, and it did not work. I mean, maybe... Let's see where we're at. I mean, right now, we just keep getting that error, like a syntax error. Let's see. All right, cool. So I just went there in my browser just to see what would happen. So at least it's registering. Oh, actually, you know what I could use? Let me try this. Let me open this SQL Operations Studio, and then I'll see if we can do this. So let's do this, and we'll do password and see if this works. Not looking good. Not reading anything here. Nope. Server was not found or not accessible. Okay. Shoot. I mean, I could try. Let's go. Okay. We could try running it like this. Let's see. Check Stack Overflow question. Alright. I'm going to check this on my other screen quickly. Okay, cool. I did check out that question, so let's try it out. Alright, so evidently that is not working. Let's go to, wrong way. Cool, there we go. It's not giving me anything right now. Let's see if this is showing anything. No. Let's break this out so we can see what's going on here. Maybe I should put in that. This might have to add. Oh, Jeremy, thank you. I always mess that up. Error not connected. No, what the heck? Maybe I should put in. Put this in too. Oops. All right, Jeremy, I'm glad you read that. I was just reading that in the Stack Overflow thing to do it that way. So, so if it's MySQL.js, we can go connect. Admin at .0.0.1 36. Oops. 06. Yes. No. All right, let me try it with roots. And let me go into LastPass, because that password is very long. Alright, well, my second Pomodoro session just finished. I just found someone else who's getting a similar error. Steven says, this is a long way from me building front-end sites and client dashboards. Yeah, this it's a little different than what we're used to. It's cool to do new things, though. I don't know, it's fun. Definitely stretches the brain a bit. Well, we made some progress today, right? Wasn't definitely not mission accomplished yet, but made some progress. Interesting. Yeah. I was trying to think, trying to see if there are any flags that I could use. World says, are you afraid that Google will give you a bill for like 1K or something for using cloud? No, I'm not really afraid of that. You'll want to see how much I've been billed so far? I don't know. Let's check it out. Billing. Um, I guess nothing so far. Yeah, I guess nothing. Nothing so far. That's cool. I mean, I'd actually only planned on having this up just during yesterday's stream, but we didn't get done what I wanted to get done, so that's why it's still up. John Hansen says, would it be worth trying out your commands in the Google Cloud shell? Sorry. Within the Google Cloud Platform console. Well, the thing I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to connect from outside the console, because we already were able to connect using the console in Google Cloud Platform. Alright, I'm just scanning to see if there are any other questions. Alright, Hodor says, I'm looking to make an Electron and React app. Is your setting up an Electron project still the go-to? Yeah, that's the latest that I've done with Electron. So check that out, and then check out the project. Oh, excuse me. Check out the project that we started in that video, the GitHub repo for that, to see where we're at with it. It's not, up to date, as much up to date as it could be, but I think it should give you an idea of how to get started, though. Steven says you need some coffee. Yeah, I need something. All right, cool. I need to I need to end the stream and go do my paperwork and stuff before I have to pick up my son. So, thank you all for watching. Sorry we didn't finish this again. I don't know if it was painful watching it all. It was a little bit painful for me going through this. I still liked learning more about this and figuring some of this stuff out. So, maybe I'll work on it a little bit later at home or something like that. I kind of don't want to do a whole nother stream with this stuff. So we'll see what happens. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I'll try to do a stream tomorrow. Whether I get this working or not, I'll try to stream about something. So... Robocop says the best stream by far. Well, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or what, but I don't know. Maybe it's better to watch me struggle on that end. But let me see. Cloud Docs. Alright, Julio's sending me something to check out. So I will check that out. I'm copying and pasting that right now into my browser. And thank you. Let's see some tips. Okay. Alright. I'm going to end the stream for real now. Thank you all so much for watching and for all your help. Hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow. And until then, have a great day.